And we're live by the look of it. So hopefully you can hear me all right. Yeah, I just threw up a little live. I say little live, it's like a couple of hours, nothing crazy. See if there's anyone around. Hopefully we'll get a few people joining. Just reeled off a few reviews while I was waiting for my other reviews to upload, kind of thing. So yeah, I'll show you what I've been doing the last sort of half an hour or so. I've actually done 4 reviews just now, so that'll be coming up soon. Well-known one, Sputnik from North Brewing Company. Then I went on to Rapscullion Orange Zest IPA from Northern Monk. Then I went on to New World, that one from Northern Monk, one of their core range beers that I hadn't actually reviewed, which is bizarre. And then finally, a beer from Duration, the Turtles All the Way Down Pale Ale, American Pale Ale. So that's the 4, all varying in degrees of quality, and yeah, that's it. So let's have a look at the comments, see what we got going on here. We've got Adam from Mersey Beers. How you doing, son? You all right, mate? Yeah. I've never reviewed I've had Transmission, but I've never reviewed it. This was a re-review. I reviewed it in 2016, and last year I had it on cask locally. It was at the Planet Fanet Easter Beer Festival 2019. That was on cask. I went through the whole list. I checked off about 30 odd beers I wanted to sort of try, and that was one of them on cask. So that was very good. So that was a re-review. So that'll be coming up. God knows when. Probably this year. And the other 2, I've never had that one before. Just wanted to give it a whirl. It's been around since last autumn, kind of thing, in Morrison's. Same with that. I've never reviewed this before, which is really odd. One of their core range beers, I've never reviewed it. It's a shame it was. Anyway, I don't really want to spoil it. And then obviously that was part of the 3rd beer of a 4-pack of other beers. I had a couple yesterday. You End Up Where You Are and Quiet Song. Now that I've got one more in the fridge to go at some point. So that's it. I'm going to throw the link out there and see if there's anyone's wanting to join. Rob's going to bed. That's fine, mate. Sorry, it's a bit late. I'll just go ahead and put it in the in the chat. Once I put it in here, I can shut this page down. So there you go. Let's put that up there. Everyone wants to join. No one joins. I'll just cut it off in about 10 minutes or so. No biggie. Right. Put that there. That's it. We've got Vanessa Kitty in the house. How you doing? And we've got Thomas McCarthy. How you doing? All right. Adam might join later, so we'll leave it. We'll leave it going for a while. I mean, I might not be on, Adam, if no one joins in the next 10 minutes or so. So just leave it like that for now. So, what's everyone drinking? I know what you've been drinking, Adam. Some American rubbish. It's a joke, by the way. Yeah, how is everyone? Has anyone been to the pub in England? Was any English viewers? 5 people watching. So, hope you had a good week. The weekends is here at last. It'll be a nice weekend as well. So, which is cool. Let's put it. I'll put it on that group. So. That can go off, that can go off, and that, and that. Copy that. No, I don't want that. I want to copy it. Phones. There we go. That'll do. Oh. Right, a few more comments while I was daydreaming. Yeah, I saw that. It's just offshore, isn't it? I know we're giving advisories yesterday. Tropical storm. It's quite. I think it was increasing in. I don't think it's going to increase much more because obviously where it is because it's got that warm water to feed off. But yeah, even still, you don't want that, do you? Not really. Adam's on Cheshire Brewhouse. Go Diver. Am I butchering that? Was it God Diver? I don't know. At the moment. Okay. Yeah, I saw you had the other half like a couple of hours ago. Good, I assume. What was it anyway? I've had a fair few other halves, but I've never had a triple IPA. That'd be one I'd be if I want. I mean, I know you want them in the old thing, but yeah, triple IPA from them would be intriguing. I don't think I've had a triple anyway, but I know that my good mate Joe, he always goes on about their triple IPAs are. He doesn't generally go for triple IPAs, but with them, they're kind of well worth it. So I know we got Vanessa, obviously from the States, and Mersey from Liverpool way. The other 3 people, where are you from? Where are you from? I know, of course, Thomas is from Ireland. So 2 other people then, where are you from? This Sputnik is really good. For a supermarket purchase as well, and now 2 people have gone, so there you go. We went up to 7, and now it's back to 3. Yay! Hit that like button. Let me get 1 like. Yeah, kind of deal. This is really good though. For a supermarket jobby. Good. Just spoiled for beers at the moment. I'm trying to scaff these and that'll be it tonight. 4's enough. A couple of 330 cans and a 440. See how we go. I don't know. I can't see it on this page, so that's cool. Thank you. Cool beans. This stream might not even stay up if no one joins. Well, it's a bit late, so. Thomas is going to bed. Rob's going to bed. There you go. Obviously not then. So what we got going on then? Got a lot of reviews coming up on the channel. I've got a fair few days actually. I'm just getting round to. I posted one earlier, which actually Adam, who's in the chat now, Mersey Beers, sent me a few weeks back. So I posted the glue. I've got the saturated in Citra coming up. Look at the can, I'll show you. Which I've had before, but not with this kind of cartoon-like design. That's their theme at the moment. Seems to be a crocodile head type thing. 8% double IPA. Saturated in Citra. So they got Mosaic and is it Motica versions of this? And I know in the past they've done Mosaic as well, which I've had. So yeah, that's coming up at some point. I've had a few of these recently from local bar into the haze, which is pretty damn good. I reviewed one and had another one kind of deal. I've still got one in the fridge to review that Adam sent me. How was that? Something Good 5, I think it is. So that will be. I've just got such a backlog of reviews to post at the moment that it's just like it's not even funny really. No, he's going to bed. He's going to bed. Thomas is going to bed. I think they're all saving themselves for streamaging tomorrow night. So I just thought I'd throw this up, see if there's any interest, although it's a bit late for some folk, the older ones. But yeah, so no worries. North coast of Northern Ireland drinking some Pinnakin Black Lager. So is that a Finnish brewery? I think it's in Lidl. I've had a few Pinnakins this year. Not had a black lager though. I had the Mosaic. Was it Mosaic Lager? Their Cloudberry Saison. I've had 2 or 3, something like that. Can't remember. Yeah, Finnish. Yeah. I've had a few bits from them. So Harry's out for his birthday. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Ah, right. Okay. Yes, you were the missus. So. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I had it before. Mosaic. I had it last year. A bottle share, or a beer share, cans, bottles, sort of thing. Actually, had half a can to myself. I was like, oh, I'd love to have reviewed that. So it's kind of like, But I don't need beer at the moment. I've got so much hoppy stuff that I need to get shot off first before I buy any or get any more. It's just a bit silly, really. But so yeah. So you say it's Finnish. Yeah, that's right. I know what you meant. Amount of times I've done that. Just yeah. So I think that's probably. I don't think I've had too many brewery. Not like obviously. James, he's got his mules and stuff, as he calls them, mules. Where he gets stuff sent from sort of various parts of Scandinavia and sort of Central Europe and stuff. Yeah, I just when they come around, I'm like, I'm going to review it. I'm never going to get them again, kind of thing. So it's okay. What else have we had reviewed lately? Quite a few actually. I mean, I just what's around me. So that'll be coming up at some point. Palette notes from Pressure Drop, another Pressure Drop beer, Tambourine Mountain, New England Pale. Another one from Pressure Drop, Perfect Life. that'll be coming up. It's empty, of course. I'm not, I haven't done from tonight, you know what I mean? What else we got? Oh, birthdays in isolation. Harry got away with it. From Pentridge, Derbyshire. This is their 4th anniversary Imperial IPA, 10%. Making some waves this year. Oh mate, there's a few Verdants coming up. Safety Flares, they're all together beer. I've got a couple of beers from St. Mars of the Desert. This is one of the Babalu Imperial Russian Stout, another 10%. That'll be coming up. Obviously, the two free durations. There will be 4 eventually. Pineapple Tart from Fierce. Other bits and bats, and then lots of other sort of. That's just like what's here now kind of thing. A few more from Yeasty Boys. I'll be posting this probably tomorrow. It's just been uploaded. The ICAT DDH. It's a I don't know where I put the can now, but I've done a 440 supermarket job EV versus a 330 of the same beer. So that'll be coming up tomorrow. It's like almost a 20-minute review. So that, if you're ultra bored, it could get worse if you watch that. So a few more comments here. So okay, so that's the Pinnakin Dark Lager, I assume. Cool. Oh, how you doing, Kemi? You all right? I haven't seen you about online lately. We might have been, but it's probably been like the time zones and all that sort of carry on. Are they the first or second batch of releases? That was the second batch of release cans. I think they're on their 3rd batch of. They release monthly, so normally early in the month, kind of thing. But now this. Someone gave this to me off Instagram, so which is cool. I was going to make a purchase from them last month or earlier in the month, and then I didn't get round to it in the end. So no, I haven't had that. Is that the green can? I think it's the green can. No, I've not had that one. I had a few bits and bats from them, but yeah, that's right. Yeah, the green one. It says it on the thing. I haven't even looked at it. Yeah, no, I've not had that one. Yeah, not bad. Just coming out of the whole crazy world that we currently find ourselves in. I'm still a bit kind of tentative about it all and all that sort of thing. Everyone's going, "Oh, you're coming to the pub?" And because I opened last Saturday here. I'm like, nah, not really. I'm gonna give it a while. It's been a week, pretty much. I'll give it another week or two, and then we'll see what sort of numbers we've got with stuff, and I'll gauge it from that. I'll work 2-3 weeks ahead and just play it by ear, really. But yeah, apart from that, all right. Churros. Don't go live much anymore. All right, okay, right, okay. I'll have a butcher's soon. So yeah, got 9 people watching. What happened there? Yeah, I hope everyone's safe and well where you are. Anyway, so is anyone drinking yet? I know we've got a few from the States. So anyone else? There's obviously a few people probably from the UK, maybe. So yeah, I've got a few beers here to get me going. So yeah. It's just gone 10:30 here in the UK at night. So next door having a little barbecue. So I have to shut the window because it smells too good. So it's kind of one of them. Yeah, it's been crazy. It could be. It could be. It's been crazy for sure. I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt it. But overspill? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, I've just reviewed it before I come on, actually. So it's okay. It's quite decent for a. It was actually Tesco's purchase. A mate was like, "Oh, I'm going to Tesco's Extra. Do you want anything?" I was like, "Well, yeah." Because I went to Tesco's early March, and then I haven't been back since because of craziness. So I just gave him a list. I said, "I want all that." So that was the best, almost 40 quid's worth. But yeah, they picked up one I really wanted to try, which was a bit of a touch. So which I've already reviewed and posted, the old Stars and Stripes. So yeah, yeah. I mean, I try and post it relatively fast, but I've got something in the region of 60 odd reviews just in the bank at the moment. It's just a bit of laziness and all that sort of carry on. So I should schedule them really, so they're just like. So we got hi Sammy from Australia. God, it must be breakfast time there now. I would imagine 9 o'clock, 9:30, something like that. I don't know. Wow. Hope you're going to have a good day. Cool beans. Message here. The other group. It's in the other group. I didn't know there was another group. I don't know. Let me just. YouTubers group. Might be that one then. I don't know. I'll put it on the groups I know. If there's any more out there, just share it if you want to. Yeah. All right. Nice. Yeah, I used to work nights. I worked 17 years of nights at Tesco, actually, funnily enough. Yeah, I had to leave about 5 years ago because of sort of situation and stuff, caring for people and whatnot. So it was a case of, do I go to work, worry, and then come back and have stuff going on, or do I? So one had to go, and then I ended up becoming a carer. So yeah, and then I think then after about a year of me leaving, they had loads of redundancies and stuff, and missed out on about 30 grand. So it's just typical, really, after 17 years. But yeah, it's the way shit happens. I've got my health, so that's the main thing. Working my way through my BA by ABV. Okay, I'm still on the lower ones. Had a couple of Wild Beer Co. Pogo earlier. Yeah, I reviewed that ages ago when it was in like an proper orange can. I think you get them in like Waitrose now. Must be honest to say, I wasn't too impressed with that. Yeah, I wasn't, but that was ages ago. I've had it on draft, I think, once since then, And is it papaya pale ale or something? I can't remember now. It's got loads of other bits and bats in it. It's like I wasn't impressed. I didn't like it when I first had it, and that was like 4 years ago, something like that. So it might be one of them ones I get to re-review, like the old Sputnik here. It's about a sort of time span zone. So yeah. What else you got lined up then? What's some of the higher ABVs you've got on the list? That's nice. Yeah, you're like the old Sputnik. Are you having it today? Are you having it this evening, Jack, or later on in the week or whatever? Not for a good brewery. I mean, so Wild Beer Co, of course, but okay, no worries, Jake. Right, no worries. Don't worry. Very weak flavour. Yeah, Bibble's nice. Yeah, I had that for a while either. What's that other one they do? Which is quite nice. Bibble's good, which is the blue and black sort of can. I can't remember what it's called. Green can. Wilderness. I can't remember. I can't remember what it's called. My favourite. Blimey, do you get them out there? Well, yeah, it's okay. I saw the first bit and then I've got the answer to my question there. I'm amazed you can get them out there. That's amazing. How fresh are they as well? That's another thing. How fresh do you get them from? Clow, they're all good, but I mean, I haven't had any Wylam beers for quite a while, to be honest with you. Quite a while. I'm trying to think of the last one I had. Ages ago. I think I had a can of Jakehead. That's ages ago. That's proper ages ago. Cloudwater, I have them now and again. Obviously, I've not had nothing since lockdown from them, I don't think. I've reviewed a few in the last 6 months, but not. I think it's the back end of last year, maybe. But then in bars and stuff, they get them on draft now and again. But I don't go to their website and buy a load of stuff. I haven't been doing that. I've been sort of saving my money for local. If a bar gets something in, then I'll buy it. So I'm a little bit kind of whatever the bar gets in, really. So, which is okay. I'd rather spend my money locally or local breweries or stuff like that. But most of these beers, Adam, who's watching, he sent me a couple of boxes this year, which is a very fine chap. Pardon me. But apart from that, a few boxes from Beer 52 that I've not had for a while now, so I've stopped that. And then just like one of the bars over in Margate, just whatever, they get a weekly shipment in of whatever the new beers it is, and they do like a home delivery service. It's like they give you a form to fill out. I have one of them. Spend over 20 quid, you get free delivery from like 4 miles away and to your door. So it's like I've been doing that since lockdown. So yeah, Togo stands for pale orange guava. Yeah, I wasn't, the one I had 4 years ago. I wasn't impressed, which is unusual because 4 years ago my palate was a bit younger, if that makes sense. and kind of, you know, it's like you get a beer, it's amazing, and then over time it seems either your taste buds change or the recipe change, it's not as good. But with that one, it seems like sounds like it's the other way round, but I don't know until I try it myself. I don't know. Um, yeah, I mean, Cloudwater. I mean, through friends and that, saying they're producing some absolutely amazing beer at the moment. They always have done. I mean, they've always generally been good, but I've had the Hellas once before. A few years ago, me, Jake, and Rob done a good beer live, and I think it featured on there about maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Um, but yeah, I mean, producing some great stuff at the moment by the sounds of it. Had a few 2 to 4 weeks old. Most are probably 6 weeks or more though. Yeah. Yeah, I mean they're in cans, aren't they? So that's gonna be in your favour. 6 weeks is all right. I mean, they say all this drink fresh thing. It's like sometimes I'm not, you know, within the like that 4 month period. Then it's all about storage and stuff at the end of the day. But yeah. We don't get much of a selection here in Northern Ireland, unfortunately. Tesco's biggest ABV beer this week was Beavertown Lupoloid. Right. And I had some Mr. Brewdog Mr. President, which is my highest ABV to try out. Yeah, I've reviewed that. I've got a review on the channel. I've had it under Mr. I think it is Mr. President, Hardcore IPA, and Tesco's Finest IPA, which are they're all about the same kind of ABV. Is it like 9.1 or something like that? But I've had people say, "Oh, it's all the same beer, just under a different name." I don't know. Always liked Hardcore IPA. I thought it was really one of them big, bold, bitter kind of type things. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, Old Beavertown was from Sainsbury's. Yeah, the Lupoloids in. I don't think it's in Tesco. I know they're in. I know they're in Waitrose. It's all regional though. You never know. It varies from store to store half the time. Waitrose and Sainsbury's, I know they're in there. We've got a bit of chat going on here. Emerging bottle shops and breweries in Northern Ireland. It depends how far out you are. The sticks you live, yeah, exactly. I mean, I know south of the border they get some really kind of interesting beers from America that we don't get, like Bombers of Lagunitas and stuff like that. And it's like, what's all that about? Like the one I've really wanted to get my hands on from Lagunitas is is it Maximus Imperial IPA? Because that's been floating around sort of more northern sort of regions, but I've never seen it down here. It's just like, what's all that about? Just talking back and forwards each other, which is cool. Nice. Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially Dale. I mean, just probably producing some of the best IPA in, I'd say, away from like Treehouse, Trillium, other half. They're on that level. They just are. It's just along with Cloudwater, of course, and Pressure Drop is another brewery. If you see their beers around, give them a try. Pressure Drop out of London. Yeah, awesome stuff. Um, yeah, they've been around for a little while, a few years over here. Stone and Wood, although I never had anything from them. Have a little drink here. Well, that was a pleasant beer. I've got two sort of slightly disappointing beers to drink, and then I've got over there. Then I've got a nice one. So, some Wateridge. Oh wow! Was he sent it? That's a triple IPA, isn't it? Is it 10.1 or something stupid? I'd like to try that one day. I know there's one or two supermarkets in Europe that had it. I think. What one was it? Is it Beer Republic? I think had it. So yeah, Stonewood are huge here these days. Been around for a while. Their Pacific Ale was one of the first craft beers that got me hooked. Yeah, cool. Not had too many beers from Australia. One or two, but not loads. I already actually bought it. Okay. There we go. Jackman 7. Pressure Rubber Excellent. Had a can of theirs. Oh, right, okay. Explain what happened. Oh, yes. Yeah, I mean, that's always a good sign of a decent brewery, isn't it? I mean, I guess these things happen, you know. But yeah, they sort it out, and yeah, their beers are just cracking. I've been very lucky during lockdown that I've had access to a few of their beers, not all of them, but a few, because they order in advance, kind of thing. And then this week that comes out. Oh, that's a shame. But no, it doesn't. You know, you can't have them all, can you? It's just whatever I can get my hands on. I'm quite happy with that. Not too fussed if I miss stuff. I used to be back in the day. As soon as Cloudwater started to can their beers from their bottles, he just went crazy. You're not going to keep up with it. So yeah. Best local one I've had is McGrath Recipe number 3 Irish Pale Ale. It's really good, and they're a Northern Ireland brewery. All the other ones I've not tried to. Okay, that's cool. It's nice to try and find out about some of these breweries. Sort of, some of them I've never heard of before. God, I just jumped then. Just about to. The big three hype ones here at the moment are Range, Mr. Banks, and Mountain Culture. Cool. So I've never heard of any of them. So hey, we got Blake. How you doing, mate? Hope you're all right. You got your show, haven't you, tonight? Was it 2 or was it 9 p.m. your time? It's 2 a.m. my time. I'm like, you normally got a full house anyway, haven't you? So I'd like to join one day. One day. That'd be cool. Hope you're keeping well, brother. Good channel to watch. There we go. Questions to Jack from Mercy Beers. Yeah, if you let's if you do, Jack, look us up on Untapped, and then be interested to see where you're getting it from and what you're drinking, all that sort of thing. So that'd be cool. Yeah. I missed. They got another batch out at the moment, haven't they? Is it the Gamma collab? I believe. I think it is anyway. Yeah, not had that one. So, But again, it's hit and miss whether you get everything or not. Or I just buy whatever my local bar gets. So we say hello to Blake. Cool, yeah, nice one, thank you. Say hello to each other, which is cool. All right, cool. Where's that then? Oh, nice one. You have to let me know what you think of it. Well, it's pressure drop. It's, you just don't get bad stuff from them. They're absolutely nailing it for the last year and a half. They've just been awesome. They really are. Let me just go back up one. Yeah, exactly. Same as me. Just look up the channel name on Untapped and send us a friend request or whatever. And yeah, so I'll be checking to see what stuff you've been supping on. That'd be cool. So even when I'm not drinking beer, I'm like, what other people doing? Just total geek, boring geek, really. There's a question. No, no, I don't blame you. Yeah, exactly that. That's what I do as well. I mean, I am part of certain groups and stuff, but I'm not. Now and again, I'll post a review on them, but I've had some comments, and it's like, I can't be bothered with all that. It's like, go away then. So I just kind of sticking back from posting in Facebook groups or anything like that these days. I just can't be doing it. It's just Northampton, right? That's that place. Okay, right, cool. Oh yeah, it is Untapped. Is an app. It's all right. It's just a way of keeping a record of what you've had. That's basically it. It's always quite interesting because you never remember otherwise. It's like, yeah. So I like to just keep a record. Really, that's all it is. You can do it out and about. We got here. Got a new dash, something good 6. All right, yeah, nice. I've got number 5 downstairs in the fridge that Adam kindly sent me a few weeks back. They really are. It'd be interesting to see what happens. I mean, I'm assuming that these breweries are probably winding down a bit on the canning capacity at the moment. They're probably putting now that certain or a majority of bars are open there. They'll be doing more keg and stuff. So will that affect the availability? I know they've moved to a new site, or a new site recently. So it'd be a shame if all these because it used to be before lockdown, they were just impossible to get hold of, and now all of a sudden, if you've got a craft beer bar near you, there's a good chance that they've got them in stock, and it's like, what? So a couple more comments there. It's the first beer I had from Pressure Drop. Wow, it's not a bad beer then to have, is it? Notice the Gamma logo has gone, but there's still mention on the back. Yeah, I remember it was like proper bold, that thin, bold writing for Gamma. I've got one of their beers, Tesco beer collab. Was it Vocation and Gamma? Can't remember. I've got that downstairs. Might have that tomorrow night. I don't think I think I'll be a bit too hopped out after some of these things. So we're going on to the Rascallion. I'm probably butchering it up. So, A few more. Oh, right. Yeah, no, I mean, it don't matter, does it? Um, even when I don't use Untapped and I'm being kind of sociable, because I do find, unless you're with loads of people doing the same thing, that's okay. But if you're with other people that aren't doing it and you're taking photos and, well, not photos because that don't take 2 seconds, but and then you're writing out descriptions of beers, and it's a little bit unsociable if other people aren't doing it. So I generally, when that happens, I'll just take a photograph. I'll I'll literally do it like when I get home if I'm not too drunk, or the next day kind of thing. Um, or if I'm on my own, it don't matter. But yeah, I've getting a little bit lax recently, even at home. Um, just I've been taking the photos generally, and then like, oh, I had that the other day, so most of them I've reviewed on camera, so I can revert back to tasting notes, all that sort of thing. So that's all right, and scores. So, but yeah. Um, what's been some of your favourite breweries to drink at? Uh, beers, food, facilities, location, etc. Um, actually been to breweries I've been to. Well, we went last year. We went to Daya last year. A few of us beer tubers got together. It was in Birmingham, and we got the train down to Cheltenham for the day on a Saturday. That was awesome. Um, Fantastic brewery, brilliant beer, and the prices were like the outside outlet for food, um, like 2/3 for 250 kind of stuff. It's like we come out of there pretty drunk. Um, so that was cool. That was last February. That really even now it still stands out. Other breweries I've been to have been really good. I mean, this is before the. I mean, not that it matters, but before the takeover of Beavertown was pretty good. Um, Been there a couple of times. That was really awesome. Um, Not been to loads. It's probably more, but I just can't think at the moment. It's one of them kind of deals. But yeah, yeah. So um, you can use it as a web browser. Yeah, yeah. You can use it. You can set it up on a laptop or whatever. Um, so you can. It's not just an app for a phone. Um, all right. Okay. Yeah. It does zap your battery. Um, but then if I'm doing like beer festivals or something, then I'll take a power pack. Um, like last year at London Craft Beer Festival, I didn't do any notes. I just put a score, a photo, where I was, who I'm with, done. You do that in about 30 seconds. But so yeah. Um, ah, I, that's another one I went to. Not last year, the year before, 28 August 2018. That was really good. I mean, I've been to some good breweries: Northern Monk, North Brewing. Just triggered memories. So they're really good. You go to Leeds and you go to them too. Um, Manchester, went to Cloudwater's new place last October, but very fuzzy and drunk. Um, so yeah, couldn't really remember much about it, which is a bit of a shame. That's the trouble. You go somewhere, you're there for the day, you just go, I'm gonna go crazy, and then couldn't remember half of it anyway. So it's like, what's the point of that? Yeah, pretty bad. I was. But yeah, I'm just trying to think other breweries. There's been a few in London I've been to. Brewing by Numbers, but I haven't been to the new site in Bermondsey. I've not been to the reopening of the Colonel. So they're two that I want to really kind of definitely go to at some point. I want to go to Pressure Drop. Oh, the Experiment. I've been to the Experiment, which is a kind of a collab bar, Verdant and Pressure Drop, which I've been a few times. That's really good. We got here. When you use Untapped at Beer Festival, the phone batteries is lucky to. I know it's ridiculous. It's absolutely, because I take a battery pack that's got like 3 charges on it. Actually, well, you can charge your phone 3 times, 3.5 times, whatever it is. I borrowed a mate's last time, so actually that's another thing I need to buy. Actually, because I want to get preparation for when we get back to sort of normal-ish state, which hopefully it will be sooner rather than later, of course. But yeah, I'm a little bit concerned of what's going on at the moment. The rate's gone up a little bit since last week, which that's when the pubs open, kind of deal, and all that sort of carry on. So I've been to it, but I haven't done it properly. I've done a few vlogs there back a few years ago. I used to do a lot more vlogging. I haven't done one. I have actually done a vlog in February, but I haven't got round to sorting it all out, putting it all together, captions, all that. It takes quite a bit of time. Yeah, I done a vlog off Bermondsey is the name of the video. It was actually when the bottle shop was still there, and I was reviewing like Cloudwater beers there and stuff like that. So, but there's lots of parts of Bermondsey I've not really done. Plus, there's a few other sites there that I haven't been. What else have we got here? Yeah, we kind of, the Experiment is before you get to Deviant and Dandy. I've had a couple of their beers and they're all right, but they're not. I wouldn't go out your way. If you're on a bit of a time thing, then it's just round the corner from the Experiment. So, nah, well, I wouldn't bother, mate. I don't care what people think. So, what have we got here? Impy Stouts. Yeah, Colonel. Brew York are very good. They do some absolutely fantastic barrel aged stuff. Cloudwater come out of 1 or 2 now and again. They're pretty good. Tracker starting to do a few like more collabs sort of stuff. I think what else? There's others. I'm sure Adam will. Bit quiet. They're not. There's a whole thing going on at the moment with. If it bothers you, there's a thing going on. That some of their marketing tactics have been interesting lately. So it's probably best if you go and check their blog rather than me going into it, and you'll find out a bit more about what I'm going on about there. Yeah, they're not being quiet. I'm not even going to bother going into that. That's just too. Yeah, go and have a look. That's another shout. Yeah, I've not had too many from them, to be honest. They are like uber sweet, and I remember they used to do the big old cans and like, you know. Then they brought out these 250 kind of things and charging like a fiver for them, and like 250 ml. Yeah, good luck. I actually asked one of the head brewers that when they come down to. We had a tap takeover, and I said, "Are they?" He goes, "I said to him, these cans selling well." He goes, "Oh, we sold out." I'm like, okay. I don't know. Yeah, there's stuff going on. There's stuff going on. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, brother? I'm doing well. Yeah, I'm all good. Glen Affric Medal of Mosaic. Yeah, yeah. I looked at all them beers a few weeks ago because they got that thing next Saturday with Craft Beer Channel, Simon, and them guys. So a couple of collabs they'll be looking at. But yeah, I mean, how did I do the collab anyway? How? It's been on lockdown since March. I don't know. See, I thought a collab you had to be there, but obviously not. I don't know. We got. Oh yeah, that's very good. That's awesome. Yeah, that's proper. That's proper good. Um, I've had the Imperial version as well. Um, they brought it out a couple of times in a can. That's just like that's bonkers good. I've had that one in a bottle though, a couple of times. I had it on draft once. Awesome beer, awesome beer. Um, a cracking North Brew triple fruit goes. Yeah, I mean they do these things. Uh, they're pretty good. I mean, again, triple fruit it goes. Not too many breweries do it, but they do it well. It's like kettle sours. I mean, probably Brick Brewery are probably the best in the country for kettle sours, I'd say. Um, got here. Yeah. That'd be a Tesco's jobby, I'd assume. £3 a can thing. Although, I mean, I had because they done two versions before they actually got into the supermarket. They done one, and then they done a V2, which I've actually reviewed. I've reviewed both. I reviewed the V1 at Brewdog Camden. That's on the channel somewhere, and then I don't know if the bottle's here. It's probably not no more. It's probably downstairs. Like a 650 ml bottle of the V2. Then they canned it. They started putting the old cans, put it in the cans for the supermarkets, and it was a slightly lower ABV. Like they tweak it here and there, which most have been good. But then I've seen people that have had oxidized cans and look like muddy water kind of thing, not like bright orange that you kind of expect. I'll just go back one because it jumped up. How you doing, Paul? Are you all right, brother? Hope you're keeping well, my friend. We got Adam talking to Bullman. There you go. He's saying hello to Paul. I got pint size. How you doing? How you doing, Ollie? You all right, mate? If you want to join, you should have the link. Probably not, but it's late now, so it's early, really. But anyway, sip of beer. Ugh. So you get them as well. Wow. You get some. Did you get them from bottle shops or something? I assume bottle shops or something like that. And how much are they? I bet they're expensive. I don't even know what the exchange rate is and stuff, but that'd be interesting. How much they are. A couple of people saying hello to each other, which is cool. Awesome. A few people watching tonight. That's cool. I didn't expect anyone to watch me waffling on like this. Keep it going. If the conversation's there, I'll keep it going. Do it more regularly. So, anyone else having a different beer or crack something different since I last asked? Might have this in a while. We'll see. I mean, I've still got, probably not actually, but I've got this, the old, which is a great film. But this is the Vocation V2. I've done a review of the first one last year. But I've been very kind of late on the old got to get it first and get a review up kind of nonsense on YouTube sort of business. So what? I don't do it for that. So yeah, we got a few more here. Let's just come up. So yeah, Tesco's, which I think you're referring to the Clawor Brewdog thing. Vocation Love and Hate at the same time. Yeah, like the Brewdog and Clawor one better than the Vocation. It had a little bit more body and flavor. Yeah, I mean, there is a lot from batch to batch. It does seem to be a you can get some really good ones of all of these beers, and then you can get I get more, and then you think, oh, what, what's all that about? Price difference in cans across the country is crazy. Well, bottle shops you mean, or I assume, because obviously Tesco's is pretty much across the board. It's just whether you can get the bloody things or not. Much fruitier. Who are you talking about? That Breakfast Club, I assume you are. Yeah, I mean, I've heard people say that's been a bit up and down as well, but Dean sent me a couple of cans last year. Because at the time I couldn't get them here. They weren't here. I think I had to go down to Dover. I'm not going like 20 miles to pick up a can of beer. It's just like it's daft. And then in the last few months since lockdown, they've turned up the one up the road. It's like, it's the first time they've been here since they've been out, kind of thing, which is odd. I don't know what it's referenced to, Paul. Don't know. Just hitting the cellar brews I've got now. I've been trying not to buy beer for a while. Yeah, I missed your last morning live review because I was in the middle of something. I saw it come up. I can't do it. Yeah, I've noticed you've been doing that, which is cool. It's always cool. I like to watch you when you're live, which is have a chat. Yeah, Breakfast Club. So I thought you was on about that. I only had one or two of the first one anyway, and I can't remember. There was a overlap period when there was still the first one out, and then the second one came out, and they were all on the same kind of shelf, and you could probably do a comparison. Was it back in April, whenever it is they first come out? Yeah. Only nuggets of gold. Gold amongst the bodies. Yeah, especially at craft beer shops. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of things are in cans these days. I still like a large bottle, though, sharing bottle sort of thing. It's always cool. Pretty expensive, but yeah, of course they are. Also, some bars in the city have links with UK distributors occasionally and have the likes of Cloudwater on tap. Yeah, I think Cloudwater are going to become harder to get hold of unless you're either up Manchester way or you order on their online shop. Basically, I think that's the way they've set themselves up, shall we say. We'll leave it there. A few more here. Found Tesco's to be a bit cheaper than Sainsbury's. Yeah. The price point for what they've got is pretty good, isn't it, really? I mean, I think some people will be even scared with £3 for a can when, why do I get that when I can get a coach for, like, all that sort of way of thinking towards beer, I guess. But yeah, my local bottle shop is the most expensive. I'm trying to think, Northampton. You mentioned it earlier anyway. I don't know what I'm trying to think. And there's one or two up in Sheffield that is it Brew Cave or something like that? I can't remember. Pretty tapped out. Okay. Angel shared from Lost Abbey is the greatest gem I'm sitting on. All right, yeah, Lost Abbey. I mean, I remember I bought a bottle of the 10 Commandments from them, which is a Belgian. Was it a Belgian double? I can't remember. Oh, about 4 years ago when I first met Dean and Harry, we done a bottle share. I took that, and that's the one where the cork, it flew out and it went straight up, hit his ceiling at 3 o'clock in the morning in his front room, and it left a chip in his ceiling like that. Yeah, that was quite amusing. That's it for a minute. Whew. So we've gone back down to 5 years, which is cool. Didn't expect. I think about that time, just after 11 o'clock, it went up to about 12, which is like, what? I think I know why, but I'm not even going to bother with all that. Just there he says I wasn't going to actually stay on for about 5 or 10 minutes if no one joined, and I'm here like an hour and 8 minutes later. Quite funny. And then we've all of a sudden rolled in. Talking of rolling, steady rolling man, got to be the best parallel still going. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have heard people say that there was a batch. I think the recent batch is really good, but I think there was a batch before, maybe a month or two ago. It was a bit, but then that's from other people. I mean, I don't know. I've not had a can of steady for a while. I've had a couple of cans of Into the Haze, as I was mentioning earlier. I've got a re-review of this coming out. So this one, I posted one today, Glue, that Adam in the chat kindly sent me. So I've kind of done all this already, but so that's the review, my current review that I posted earlier. Saturated in Citra, I've got to post still, and I've got Something Good number 5. So that's the Saturated in Citra. I've got Something Good number 5 again, which this one, he sent me 3 Dare beers. The lovely man that he is, Adam. So we're getting to that point now where I feel a bit more confident going out, but going in pubs and shops, and hence the hat. I haven't been to a hairdresser's yet, so I'm still quite. I'll do it in my own time, not when someone says it's okay to do it, because yeah, they've done a great job, haven't they? So, without getting into politics. So we've got 6 more comments. Sorry. Fixing the house, left a bit of beer on the ceiling. I need to paint over. Excellent. Yeah. It was that one that exploded everywhere. It's like you run off laughing and stuff. I always remember that. You lost it though, didn't you? I don't know what happened. Something to your card or something. It's like, it's on the group somewhere. It's probably there, but it's just scrolling back for about 3 years, and it's, and then someone makes a comment and it just goes straight to the beginning again. It's like, how you doing, Mark? Yeah, cool. Yeah, there's a few of us on there. PA Brew News, he's on there, although he doesn't use it. Adam's on there, of course. Right. I think that's what he's going to say. Yeah, I've got that in the fridge actually, from M&S. It's another one I've got. I've got that. The I can't remember what it's called. I've got the 2-hole goes thing. The Magic Rock one. I can't remember what they're called. Doesn't matter. You know the ones I mean. Just cracked open the Piston Head Custom Lager. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I used to do it at my corner shop, which is like, I went in there one day. I was like, what? It's like in a little kind of fridge where all the cans of like Jack Daniels and stuff is. Jack Daniels and Coke in a can, and they had like custom lager next to it. It's like, what's all that about? Bizarre. Yeah, I mean, but it's half decent. It's cheap and cheerful, isn't it? It's all right. Yeah, I mean, booking a table to go to the pub is just it's just the most bizarre. I get it, of course, but it's just weird, isn't it? It's like, what? And then they've got to do table service and stuff, which I don't mind. I'm kind of used to that in Europe, so. But now that's here, it's like that's funny. That's just. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just going to give it a while. I'm just going to see. I'm just going to watch and see, and then when I feel like, yeah, once that will it go back to the way it was? That's the thing. Even when everything's done and dusted, which hopefully is not going to be too long, across the globe, of course. What things won't go back to normal, even when it's all said and done? Interesting one, isn't it? Yeah, that's for the Untapped thing. Yeah, sorcery. Was it that? No, it wasn't that. It was. I know sorcery's in Tesco as well. I can't think. It's in a 440 ml can. What's it called? I've got it in the fridge. 2 seconds. This is one of them things that's going to just bug me. So I've got to like, what is it? What is it? Oh, well, I've just added you. So, oh, what am I doing? Right, here we go. Right, so what we've got here. Yeah, that's the thing with small, a craft place. Yeah. See, I live in an area where there's lots of micro pubs and stuff, and I don't know what they're going to do because they're traditionally they're small venues basically. They're not going to be a viable. They're not going to be a viable business, you know. I mean, all right, they've relaxed the 2 meter rule, which was like, yeah, obviously, but they're so small, and they pack the tables in there, and I don't know how they're going to survive until it's. And if it doesn't go back to normal, these places will not survive, which is a real shame. They've been around since like 2003. The Butcher's Arms in it's either Swalcliffe or Herne Bay was the first one in the UK, and then since then they've just like everywhere. Right, I'm just going to find this beer and I'll be back with your comments. Oh, that's another day of beer I've got. My phone is on snooze, and that's in the fridge as well, which is a fruit sour. Where's this beer? Oh, Radiant Fog is the one I was talking about, which is that one in M&S. We get a photograph, and so it's that. That's what it looks like, although it's not in focus. That's what I was trying to think of. Right, we've got loads more coming in here. Yeah, you get 6-packs. Yeah, they're all right. Or free. Oh, right, free beers. Yeah. Not too fussed about flat tire, but yeah. I've reviewed them. I think they do an amber lager as well. That's okay. Is it Sweden? I think it's Sweden. They're out of. There's a brewery. There's a few. They go around Europe a little bit. Renewing the passport this year. Going to try and start saving for the next year. Bloody hell. Yeah, it does. It really does, doesn't it? I mean, especially if you're not buying beer as well. You're going through your cellar, so you're not buying beer, and like you say, you've been working hard and stuff. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we everywhere gets it under control to manageable levels and stuff. Yeah, because at the moment, you know, we're not letting Americans in at the moment, so which is quite bizarre, isn't it? If you think about it, it's just like it's just proper crazy times. What? Oh, right, we're up there now. Okay. So Adam says Cannonball. No, it's that. They're in 440s now in Tesco anyway. So I'll talk about M&S beers. Going to wait at least a month till I think about going to. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to put a time limit on it. I'm just going to sit and watch and you know, once we get to the point where we've had no cases for a while, then I'll be like, yeah, then that'll be my green light. You know, not when some lying politician tells me that it's okay. You know, go away. Work in London and they tell us, yeah. Wow, really? Bloody hell, man. My missus is actually in London at the moment. They went up Monday. my partner and my daughter, shall I say, not my missus. It's a bit. Um, do I like smoked beers? Yeah, love them. Do you get any German beers like Shankerla and stuff like that? They're just like smoke, the less smoke of beers they are. Yeah, the is it the Mertzen, Shankerla Mertzen? Awesome stuff. On Lychee Pale, I like cheese. Still waiting to taste them in that beer. Yeah, I mean, I've gone through a phase where I'm like, I'm going to buy some of these fruit and then just get that in my head and then think, right, and then compare it to what I'm getting in the beer. Might be a little project to get into. Fruit reviews. A few more here. A lot of us who fire reviews up on YouTube. Yeah, exactly. I mean, not everyone's on tap. I get it. There's a few people I follow that haven't really done much for even longer than Paul. I just do. It's all friendly sort of stuff. It's nice. Oh, like I saw. I see you went to Newcastle the other day, which was cool. Had a few sours pulled out of the fridge and I was cellaring. It's pretty good. Even aged, yeah. Well, I've never heard of that. I've heard of Free Floyds, but fresh laser snake. Mm, very nice. Very nice. Bloody hell. I'm just about to. Well, I've got loads of posts. I'm a bit behind here. Brutal Brewing, yeah. Yeah, Brutal Brewing. That's it. I can remember the. I know it's Sweden, but yeah. Yeah, I got it a couple of weeks ago. I'm just waiting for some heat to crack that one open. Um, yeah, well, there you go. Excellent. Um, yeah, it opened on Wednesday. Was their first day. Um, Charlotte and Steve who run it. I know them really well. Charlotte actually does the beer deliveries if you're sort of local, which I am. And I was chatting to her about it. I explained that I probably wouldn't be going for a while. Um, I'd rather support them that way than you know. Um, she's like, yeah, I understand that sort of thing. But they have to pre-book. I think they had like 3 tables, 4 tables on Wednesday evening. So that was their first day. It wasn't last Saturday, which is like, yeah, what a perfect day to open a pub after 3 months at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's why I don't trust the government telling me what to do because they come out with stupid things like that. They talk about common sense and then they come out. Anyway, don't get me started. But yeah, um, yeah, we're not back until 7th for Denver, and that will be phase return. Oh wow, are you talking about your work? Bloody hell, that's a long time, isn't it? What? So I might not be going back till next year. Wow, unbelievable. I didn't realise it was that bad for some businesses. Um, there you go. As for, I can't remember who asked the question. Was it Sam? Can't remember. There you go. Check it out. look it up on Untapped and see if you can get it over there. You've probably already read this anyway, so tried 3 or 4 of those. Brilliant. Would love to go to the brewery in Bamberg one day. Yeah, the Shankeras, yeah. Absolutely. I'd love to go to Germany. I really would. Wow. Bloody hell. Good night. Yeah, it's going to be 3 o'clock in the morning, I'd guess, something like that. 3 or 4 in the morning there, something like that. Don't know. Offers are open to serve substantial meals. Otherwise, we must drink outside. Yeah, it's opening in Wales, I think, on Monday, but it's only beer gardens. It's like, well, that's weather reliant then. And the recent few weeks have been a bit iffy. Like rain, Wales have had so much rain the last few weeks. It's like not even funny. It's like I don't know. I don't know. And street drinking is illegal. It is. It really is. What if you open a bottle of wine though? Is that still classed as having a picnic? Is it a stigma thing with beer? We've tried many Abmesian dessert in a can range. Talking about this last night actually on Harry's channel, because they've just come out with a load of barrel age versions. I've had some, but not. I've had 1 or 2 on drafts, but I've never had any from a can, which is silly, really. But they're all pretty damn amazing, if you ask me. We'll go here. Yeah, I know you've been working hard, mate. It's like still. Even more importantly, I'm glad you're all right. That's the main thing. Definitely hitting Bamberg for sure one day, hopefully with a bunch of you lovely gents. Yeah, that'd be nice. Be awesome, man. Jesus. We'd have some fun out there, I think. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That would be proper awesome, man. There we go. Yeah. So I'm just going to run through some quickly here, just to get down the list a little bit. No. Bit of conversation, not up to date. Right, let's get on to another beer. I haven't talked so much in all my life. I'm not used to it on our live stream. Normally, no one can hear you. It's like a fight to the death to get heard. A bit of waterage. Right, I'm on to New World. Well, it's out of focus like anything, but what way is it? That way? That way. The New World. It's the New World as we know it. I feel fine. But no, it will be a new world, I guess, once it's all over. There'll be things that you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember the days when we used to queue up at the bar in an English pub. and all that sort of carry. It's weird. It's going to be odd. So thumbs up there. Papa Mango. Oh, that's the top rope. Yeah. No, is it top rope? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've had a few. Yeah, Barrel Age. Did I have that? I think I had that at London Craft Beer Festival last August. Or it's one I wanted to try and I didn't get round to it because you're just too pissed or forgot. More than likely a bit of both. I'm just trying to keep this in. I wish it would auto focus to what you're actually doing, which would be cool. But this is. I guess you can hear me okay. No one's actually mentioned it, so it's actually got a little microphone on the camera. I know I've been using headphones and stuff, and it's like, why am I doing that when that's got? As it's me, I might actually let me just up the resolution a little bit. See how that works. A bit better. Not you want to see me in HD anyway, but let's just say, police here have gone virus overboard, even going beyond the law until people kicked up. Now they have to ask a boss before charging anyone. Hammer you for drinking in the street. Yeah, I mean, I've even before the pubs opened, people were relaxed about it. I live near the sea, and May bank holiday, it was the beaches were just everywhere, and it's pretty much like along the south coast. Camber Sands, Bournemouth, Weymouth, down in Dorset, and it's just like proper nuts, yeah. Like thousands of people. They reckon they had like, was it 500,000 people went down to Bournemouth Beach on bank holiday, Monday or Sunday. Like, really? I just don't. It's like they've been under a rock and they've not realised what's going on out there. And I'm like, that's all right. I just don't get that way of thought, to be honest with you. I just don't understand it. I mean, I know people have got kids and blah blah, and I get with that because I've got a daughter of my own, but it's been really tough. But you've got your whole life to do all that. There's a bloody pandemic going on, for goodness sake. I just don't get it. That's why I'm holding off because I just can't. I need to see results before for me. Sorry about that. Another waffle. Got a few of them. Yeah, let us know. Yeah, I'm on. Just contact me on here or social media or whatever. Let us know what you think. Oh, it's lagging, is it? Okay. I'll put it back down then. There we go. Hopefully that's better. Is that better? I can actually see it lagging where I'm actually. No, whatever. 134 minutes. What am I doing? Yeah, they do. They really do. They do them really good though, don't they? Yeah, I mean I've had it before. I've had it on. I've had it in a can a few times. Had it on cask last year. No, a couple of years ago. I've done a review of this one tonight. So look out for that soon. But yeah. It's Morrison's. That was from. Oh, Davil, how you doing, mate? Hope you're doing all right. Just finished Soul Food from Flying Couch versus eight bid collab. 6.6 stout. I've added coffee liqueur, coffee, chocolate, and nice one. Cheers. Cheers for joining. Must be best part of what 1 a.m. ish at the moment. What is that? Oh, it's next door. What the hell's that? That walked in front of the light. Wonder what it was. Yeah, I mean, just back to that conversation. Yeah, just wait a while. It's not. It ain't hard, is it? It's just. I think people rely on if it's something to do that they want to do, and then someone says, "Oh, you can do it," they'll just do it. They pick and choose what they want to do. If they hear what things that they want to do that, and they say you can do it, people just go rush out and do it. But then you've got several million people wanting to do the same thing. That's the problem. I don't know. I don't know. What do I know? I'm no expert. Yeah, 1 o'clock. Yeah. Where I can't remember where you were from. Was it Austria? I couldn't remember. I met you on via James, so Mr. Rampant. So nice little sip of that. Quite rushed up there. What happened there? All of a sudden, I had about. Where did I get to? That one. Oh, just like. I mean, I assume it's the same in all countries. It's not just. It's just people, isn't it? It's just they just don't care about anyone else and do what they want to do, and it's like, I won't be told what to do. Okay. Yeah, I'm not being funny. I don't even like crowded pubs anyway. Never mind going to a beach. Going to a beach. If I go to a beach, it's going to be at like 6 o'clock in the morning when there's no one else there. Soon people. I've been like that all my life anyway. It's just kind of like I try and keep away from people. So I've been social distancing all my life. So it's just weird that everyone else is doing what I've been doing. I used to hate going into crowded pubs. I mean, it helps when I've had a beer. It kind of that used to make me feel a bit more comfortable. But I would never go into an absolute crowded pub sober. I'd be like, I ain't going in there. See you later. I've done it a few times. It's like, come on, no, I'm going down there. I'm meeting the next one. It's like, no, go away. Right, Sam. Yeah, cheers for joining and joining in the old chat and stuff. And I've added you to Untap, so I'll keep tabs on what you're at and stuff. Yeah, you have a good weekend as well, and yeah, keep safe. Cheers. Yeah, I just Pack Beach. I'm like, I ain't going down there. And this is like not this year. This is like you know, sometimes you get roped into it. It's like who you with and blah blah. And it's like, you know. And it's like, oh, don't be like that. Yeah, okay. I'd rather go into a pub when it's first open and there's no one else in there, have a few beers, get to the point where you've had enough, and then more people turn up and then get out. You know, it's just one of them deals with me. But no, like my space. So yeah, I used to go to concerts and stuff, and I really enjoyed them. But Jesus Christ, one or two I've been to, it's like it's just a phase. I think I'd like to go to a concert with no one else there. You know, it's just like obviously it's not going to happen, but no. Yeah, it's just people. It's just people, though, isn't it? It's just they're like, oh, I've not done this for months, and I've got to go and do it. I've got to be the first there. You know, have fun. You know, the trouble is how if people get drunk. This is what a question I've been thinking to myself. Really, it's are people going to do social distancing when they're drunk? And how are you going to maintain that? And how many fights is that going to cause with someone who's not quite as drunk? I mean, it's bad enough if you knock someone's beer over when it's really crowded. You know, people are like, oh, beer, you're going to have to get another, you know, and all that craziness. Although we don't get it in craft beer bars, of course, but mainstream bars and pubs and stuff. Social distancing. It's almost a bullshit word, isn't it, when it comes to people drunk in the pub? I mean, they can't even, you know. I mean, when we get drunk, and I'll class myself in the same bracket as that. How are you supposed to keep social distancing when you can hardly walk? You're staggering everywhere. You can't control it. You know, it's like, you know. Yeah, what to do? Decent notes is impossible. Yeah, yeah, I've saw that. Yeah, I heard that. I heard about that. There was free, wasn't there? On it came out on the Sunday, but obviously for the day before. They had like three people got the virus from certain pubs and they had to close and contact tracing and yada yada yada. And it's like, and that's what we know about, you know. There was a thing the other day that they were fudging the numbers during the daily news briefings about testing and all this sort of thing. So it's like they can't be trusted. You know, they can't be trusted. And then they're telling you it's all right. Or you can do this, do that. And it's like, but then this, you said this, you said that. And it's like, well, we didn't know then. So they might not know now, you know. So, and then and that, the alarm bells for me is with these daily kind of briefings. They started to ask questions to the specialists about what they think, and then it's like, well, no, that's a political question. But then you're guided by the specialists, so it's like, tell me what's going on here. And then they slowly started to take the experts away from the daily briefings. You know, it's like it's all dodgy shit. It's just, and I'm not saying it because you know whoever's in charge would have probably had the same kind of dodginess. So it's not any kind of thing. you know, party allegiance and all that kind of bullshit. That's it. Until we get a next surge of comments, that's it for the moment. But we've got 9 people watching, which is awesome. So there we go. I'm skeptical about the virus. They want to fool the world. I mean, that's going to. I mean, there's lots of theories out there. I don't really want to get into all that, really. I think it's open to debate, and I'm sure over time more information will come out that won't be available now. Yeah, leave it there, really. So yeah, finishing up this, and then I'm going on to Duration Brewing Turtles All the Way Down. There's the Turtles going down. American Pale Ale 5.5. A newish brewery out of Norfolk in the UK. They had a recent beer tasting last Saturday afternoon. Like an interactive online sort of thing that a lot of these breweries in the UK are doing. Mainly Cloudwater. I mean, they've been the main champions for that. Getting ahead brewing from the States, doing that sort of thing. So yeah, I got four different beers I picked up this week actually. So I had 3 of them. This will be my third. I've got 1 in the fridge. Yeah, nice setup they got. Another comment here. Pressure drop just begin again. Second can was better than the first. Okay. I had that. I don't know if I think I posted the review. I had a couple of cans. How old was the second can? How long did you leave it between the first and second cans? Sometimes beers need to sit. All this drink fresh thing. So they can be a bit green, if you like, a bit sharp. But yeah. Oh, that's a great beer. That is a fantastic beer. Oh, that's just so good. They do some imperial stouts really well, don't they? I've had the Buffalo Trace version of that. Barrel-aged Buffalo Trace. I had that last year. That was awesome. And I think they've done another version of that since last year. Can't remember what it's called. But yeah, I mean, they're just great. Not too hot on the old pale beers from them. They're more about the dark beers, pastry stout type things. I think they're really damn good. Slovenia, okay. Yeah. Extreme methods. What do you mean? I know in the Philippines they were shooting people. I was like, Jesus Christ. You know, the people moaning about lockdown in the UK and stuff. Yeah. If you're seen out in the streets, we'll shoot you dead. You know? That's pretty extreme. I would assume they've got no bloody cases now. You know, that kind of deal. So Jackman saying about a month apart, right? Yeah, so that would make sense. I wouldn't think it's like a few days or a week if it's that different. Yeah, some beers improve with a little bit of age. You know, I said getting back to all this drink fresh thing. Some beers. I mean, I've got the double fog from Burnt Mill. I picked up the other day. and I've heard that it's very, very green. That was about a week ago. Jake had it about a week ago, so if you've got one, just sit on it for a while. So I picked up. I was going to get two, drink one now just to see, and leave it, but it's like $7.50 a can, so I'm like, I'll just get one. So I'm going to leave that for a couple of weeks, and we're probably going to do a little live thing on it. He's already reviewed it, but he's got another one. He lives just up the road from the brewery, so in Suffolk. So they're out of Ipswich, aren't they? So yeah, that'll be coming up in a couple of weeks' time. So yeah, about a month. Yeah, that's it's about right. 3 or 4 weeks for a green type astringency to wear off a little bit. I mean, not all breweries do it. Some breweries, or a lot of breweries, they can just produce it and they're absolutely fine. But there's other breweries that have had that in the past, despite the drink fresh rhetoric, if you like. Got here. We'll finish my busy week with a stick baguettes, transient artisan ales, primal saison clocking at 5. Nice. Wow, that's a nice beer. Cool. Awesome. We've been getting a few stick baguettes over here. Probably because they've started obviously canning and stuff. Was it about a year ago? We've been getting a few of them things. Do you get many dry and bitter in Slovenia? That'd be interesting. Whether I don't know what distribution they've got, but I know we've been getting cans over here for the last 6 to 8 months or so. They've gone off the radar a little bit, I'd say. Dry and bitter. A few years ago, they were everywhere. They were just like proper hype. I get it. I get the whole thing. I've heard this before from I can't remember what way around it is. I think is it Treehouse. Treehouse, you've got to let the beers sit and trim they're okay fresh, or it's either that or the other way around. I've heard that a lot. I can't remember what way around it is. I've heard it a few times as well. I think it might have been the guy from No Hype Beer Reviews. I can't remember his name either because I've got a great memory. 18 different beers from Dry and Bitter. That's interesting. Like things like that are quite interesting, just like distribution of certain breweries, and it's like talking earlier to Sam about the he's getting Wylam and Cloudwater and Northern Monk and stuff in Australia. It's like, see that I never knew that they got shipped out to Australia. I find stuff like that really interesting, but yeah, price point would be quite interesting as well. But yeah, I bet they're expensive. They must be expensive. I mean, they're fairly pricey here. I mean, shipping them on the other side of the world. Damn, that's gonna be pricey, And then you find out they're about the same price as they are here, or something stupid. So I don't know. That's another question. Does anyone know whether I know the hospitality thing? The VAT is being cut from 20 to 5%. I assume it doesn't include drinking in pubs that have got food. I wouldn't have thought so, and that's only Monday to Wednesday anyway. So, which is generally the days I would tend to go out for a beer myself. But then everyone else is going to be there now, so it's it's just going to be like a normal day. Not that I'm going out, of course, but yeah. I've had Heady Topper. I've done a review of it. Hop City 2017. Me and Jake done a review at the festival. It's an older recipe. It's one of the beers that actually started off this crazy haze hype train, if you like. The New England style. It was one of the founding beers of that whole thing. I mean, obviously back then, I think that's one of the reasons why they say drink from the can. It's like, because when they first done it, they want you to see what it looked like. I guess you pour it, it's hazy, and like what people back then. Can you imagine? Oh, there's something wrong with my beer. It's hazy. It's this and it's that, and it's like that. So they knew that. So they put drink from the can. For full flavour, drink from the can. And it's like, I don't know. But obviously now, 14, 15 years later, or whatever it is, probably more, 16 years. The whole brewing kind of craft beer bubble has just gone. It's like the expanding universe, and there's a lot more hops now, different hops, and they're created all this sort of thing. Everything's changed, and you can't really compare something like that to modern day proper New England style beers, because it was a different time. Still holds up very well. There was another beer that I had at the festival that I thought was slightly better than Heady. What was it called? I'll come back to that. We've got here, sadly, no strong craft UK breweries here. We've got a small portion of wild beer. Okay. Charlton beers, bloody hell. In the last three, you get Charlton beers. Bloody hell. Wild Beer Co, all right. They do some nice wild ales. And did you get the larger bottles over there, the sharing bottles, the 750s, or is it all just like cans and stuff? No. Oh, if it was a normal year, I've never been to it, to be honest with you. I generally, one I go to is I go to the Kent Beer Festival, normally in Canterbury. Although they've moved location about 2 years ago to the is it Kent? Is it a rugby club in Canterbury? I can't remember, but it used to be in Merton Farm. It used to be in a big kind of outhouse farm building. I done that like 3 or 4 years in a row, and that was awesome. Really good. Probably the best beer festival in Kent. Last year they done Generation Craft in Deal. I never actually got to go to it. But they were going to have 2 this year. They were going to have one in Ashford in May, beginning of May. Obviously, that's all gone. And then they're going to have one again in August in Deal. So they would have been interesting. So that's going to be until next year now. Deal Hop Festival, Faversham Hop Festival. I've always wanted to go, but it's just, I don't know. I generally go to the Green Hop Fortnight sort of thing in Canterbury. They do that every September, late September sort of time. It kicks off all the green hop celebrations, and they've got all the green hop beers like from about 30 different breweries around Kent do a green hop beer. And with East Kent Goldings and Bullion and all that sort of thing, which is always I've been once or twice, and it's always worth it. I'd get little tasters and do the whole lot in sort of one go. So that they can be really good. Right, put that over there. Make some room for the next beverage. Now it's 10 past, just gone 10 past 12. 2 hours. We've hit 2 hours. Can you believe that? 2 hours of waffle. 8 people watching. Appreciate it, really do. Only 375 bottles from Charlton. Okay. Itchy nose. Someone thinking about me. Apparently, that's a saying. I ain't going to be able to pronounce it. From the famous pub, I'll leave it at that. I can't pronounce them. I'll put it on the screen. People can read it. Yeah, I mean, it's just thank you. I appreciate it. If you're on Untapped, good way to contact me there. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, got a Facebook page, so yeah, contact me there and stuff. It'd be cool. Yeah, and you, mate. I mean, I know you've had trouble. I mean, you've been working your arse off for the last 3 or 4 months. I get that, but I wasn't sure whether I was going to use StreamYard tonight. I was like, oh, because I know not everyone. I mean, have you tried it on a mobile yet? Apparently, they've got a mobile compatibility thing now for StreamYard. So, I mean, a lot of people are going off StreamYard. I know Matt is like StreamYard. I know Nick. They're all kind of like going Google Meets and using OBS to stream and all this sort of carry on and stuff. So when this is restricted, although obviously no one wanted to join tonight, so there's a load of streams tomorrow night by the look of it. So I think everyone's just saving themselves for that, or they're busy or whatever. Right, I need to go for a toilet break, number one. If you might know what I mean by that. So I'll be about 10 people watching now. That's funny. I get a sound going to the toilet and more people watch. That makes sense. So if you give me a minute, I'll be back. Thank you. Bloody hell, we've only lost one person. It's not bad, is it? Blimey. Haven't checked mobile one yet. Okay. I don't know if it's an app or it's just, well, I don't know. Hi Matt, how you doing? How you doing? All right, cool. Oh wow, cool beans. Yeah, I hope you like the review. I can't remember her name. Is it Kate from North Down Brewing? Dropped round the cannon, but I felt a bit sort of awkward about getting, that what the whole beer is kind of like the purpose of it, and so I bought a couple more and drank them at leisure and stuff. Yeah, nice brews. Yeah. Well, have a good. I'll have to pop down to the tap room, but it won't be yet for me, unfortunately. But I do want to get down to your place. So yeah. I'm glad you got pulled through. I was really, when it all first started, it's like I was really worried about local venues, pubs, breweries and stuff like that. Just trying to support them as much as I can, for sure. So yeah. Anyway, sleep well. We've got here golden showers in the sun. Huh. All right, okay. Around cool beans. I just went to a little toilet break. First one. Cheers. I appreciate it. I try. It's one of them. Anyone can do it. It's just opinions. It's no expertise. It's just drink a lot of beer. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. You got that reference. Yeah, I mean, there's people. 11 people now. It's like, for me, that's like what? Yeah, crack. I mean, I'm around for a while. I've just about to drink my last beer that I've actually got opened here. So I've got Duration Turtles all the way down from Duration. American Pale Ale. So I've got that to drink. Cool. Yeah, it was all right. It was good. Okay. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome, man. I could do it tomorrow, but it's just getting there and stuff and getting back, and it's just tricky. In normal times, tomorrow I'll be there. It's one of them sort of deals. My partner's in London at the moment with my little girl, so that will generally give me an opportunity to do stuff that I wouldn't generally feel comfortable or allowed to do. So yeah, no, cool. No, absolutely. I try and I'd like to do more stuff, but it's just like sometimes it's just tricky, isn't it? There's just so many beers and stuff. Favorite brewery during lockdown? It's tricky, isn't it? I mean, there's been a few certain beers from breweries that have been really good. Pressure Drop are awesome. But they're all the usual suspects that people have generally heard of, like Verdant, Daya, Pressure Drop. Some of the Colonel beer, the saisons have been really impressive. I must admit. I've still got another one to actually try in the fridge at some point. But some of their beer, the saisons, have been fantastic, really good. Um, Depends what sort of styles as well. You know, what's your favourite style? I mean, everyone goes for the hazies these days, but my palate's kind of changing a little bit. It's gone more. I'm getting more into saisons and stuff like that. Sort of proper. What's the word? Complex sort of things, and they're great with food and cheese and meats and stuff. I like all that sort of thing as well. So, um, what do you think of that duration beer? Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I had two last night from duration. Now this one, I've got one more in the fridge. I can't remember the name, but it's really this one reminded me of like a lemon meringue, not lemon meringue. What's the name? Not lemon meringue. Not lemon meringue. Yeah, lemon meringue. It reminds me of that. Very clean though. Very clean. Very kind of fluffy mouthfeel, delicate. I don't know if it's the water quality or whatnot, but really nice. Kind of a grapefruity pith to it. Dry, lovely, easy drinking beer. Just really nice. Um, Catching up with some comments because people are going. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks for watching, Davil. I know it's well late where you are now, 1:30 or whatever it is. So yeah, talk to you again soon for sure. Cheers for chiming in with the old comments. Really cool. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a case of it's well, I live in Ramsgate, but it's how do you get there? I mean, it's like you're going to have to use public transport, and I'm not really at the moment for me, unless I've got a lift, and then in my home situation is really tricky. Um, Hence why I haven't been to a pub, got my hair cut. Some of these usual everyday sort of things. I've got someone, a family member that's clinically vulnerable, um, which is one of the reasons my daughter couldn't go back to school, although she's gone to London now because I mean they're off. This is the last week of school anyway, so I think. So it's been really tricky. It's been but like lots of other people out there. It's no biggie. We're all in this sort of stuff together. Different things, different folk. But so yeah, it's just a bit. If I was a single bloke and stuff on my own, and I'd be like, yeah, I'll be down. So yeah, but no, I'll get there eventually. So no worries. Um, God, bloody hell, man. Yeah, that's. I must admit that's one of them. One beer I must admit that really caught my eye the last few months. I thought, oh, that's good, but I couldn't find it anywhere online or whatever. Um, but that's awesome. It sounds epic. So yeah. Uh, yeah. Monthly. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So look at my hair. Look at it. It's ridiculous. I like Ken Dodd. That's pretty bad. That's why I've got a hat on. It's much neater. So yeah. Even the barbers are open. I hate the barbers anyway. So it's like barbers, the hairdresser. Yeah, so yeah, I hate them at the best of times. It's just awkward. It's like I just want to go there, get my hair cut, get out before anyone else walks in and sits down and waits. You know, so they just. So would you have to look at the back of my head? You know, it's like because you can see them in the mirror, kind of thing. It's like just read a newspaper. Don't look at me. You know, and then you get people walk past and like you got half a haircut. Do you know, it's just like shit like that. It's just like no, yeah, and that's in normal times. So you can imagine now. Yeah. They got this mask on and they're cutting your hair. It's like weird. Um, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you take care. Take care, Matt, and I appreciate the beer and stuff. And yeah, I'll speak to you soon for sure. Cheers now. Nice one. Um, no, I'd just rather let it get out of hand. To be honest with you, nah. No, I just let it grow long and wander up. I'd rather do that. To be fair, I don't need to say anything then, so it's just there. But I was probably mad. Video called her earlier and she was like, "What?" Because I had a bit of a beard going on and I cut that. Now my hair looks like it's like, so it's a little bit out of sync, you know. Yeah, that's funny. So yeah, no. Some of the funny things of lockdown is like, yeah, pretty funny, pretty good. Yeah, exactly. So I don't care anyway. It's other people, isn't it? But then I think, well, if it pisses other people off, I'm not doing it then. You know what I mean? If they start saying, "Oh, it looks really good," I'm like, "No, I'm getting it cut." Then, you know, I'm going down the hairdresser. But no, it's nice to wind people up sometimes without actually doing anything at all. Just no words needed. That's always the best way for me. Uh, yeah, that's it. So, so yeah, this is going down easy. I'm probably just going to crack that one open in a minute rather than do a review. I might just go. I might eventually get another one of these, so I could be cracking that open in a minute just to. I'll just get another one to review. Um, yeah, I mean, if people are chiming in, please still be. If everyone clears off, then I'll clear off. It's not a problem. I thought people would join. Um, I didn't think I'd be going like almost 2 hours, 20 minutes on my own. After about a quarter of an hour, I said I was going to leave, and then people started talking and stuff. So I thought, yeah, I'll stay there. Well, I'm no Simon Martin, uh, but yeah, I like a bit of interaction. It's kind of cool. It's the only proper interaction I've had. Well, a lot of people have had, isn't it, for months. So, turn to a night at the craft bar. Yeah. Well, it could be a thing, isn't it? It's like I could do a Stone Crow after party. I wouldn't call it Stone Crow, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I doubt it. It's difficult when you're on StreamYard anyway because you're limited per month. You've got 20 hours per month. Mine resets on the 17th, so I ain't got too long. I couldn't do like 4 hours, like 11 till bloody 3. It ain't gonna happen. Well, I could do it, but um, if I start drinking early, I'll be crashed. Um, Yeah, it was the two. Yeah, that's the one. Um, I I mean when they first come when the twos first come out, there was an overlap. They had both versions on the shelf at the same time, which was late March, early April. I can't remember now, but it was after it was after I think it was after lockdown, and I couldn't, for reasons I said earlier, I didn't go to I couldn't go to the you know supermarket. That's the word. Um, and I didn't really want to. I was like, you know. So a load of other beer reviews, like, oh, it's new, gotta get it. Blah, 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 blah. I kind of stopped doing that. I'll just review them and put them up whenever. Um, I'm not one for the views and stuff or numbers and blah blah and monetization and just I'm not in it for that. I like doing this. I love doing it. I've met some amazing people and stuff, but I'm not going to go out and get a torp and a blade and do an unboxing and God, please. If you want one, just go and get one. You know, do you know what I mean? It's just like TripAdvisor. Read Trip. Don't go on a holiday and just do your own thing. Yeah. All right. Okay. There we go. Um, yeah. I mean, um, I'm quite happy sitting here with a few people. It doesn't bother me. It's I don't need hundreds and hundreds and let's get. Can we get it up to 10 likes and all that? I just can't be asked. Great, I appreciate it. It's not that I don't appreciate it, but it's just God. I think it's just personalities, though. It's not. It's not. It's just that's just me. That's one of my kind of little running jokes saying it. It's just me. It's just different type of person, I guess. Um, yeah, I mean, we're all different, aren't we? So, um, I mean, I've just the channel's just turned 5 years old. Um, met some really nice people. Um, made some amazing friends, and that for me is the most important thing. Everything else is secondary. The beer, the channel, and then below that is like the views and blah blah that goes with it. Which is, not saying I love it. I really do appreciate it. That's not what I mean. It's not the be all and end all for me. Um, I don't drive it, and all this sort of carry on. It's like um, it's not important. It's not important. There's lots more important things and stuff. Okay, maybe the lockdown it's increased a little bit certain things, which is gonna, people need something to watch or whatever, which is fine, and I appreciate it. How many people stick around after lockdown? That's a whole different thing. Um, but yeah, I just, not much else to say, really, is there? Really, it's up to the individuals. No pressure. Um, what we got here? We got Mark. Ah, cool. I appreciate it. Cool beans. Yeah, I mean, it just takes a little bit of I remember when I first started, I was like, why am I? I remember doing the review and then shutting the camera off and like, oh, I'm glad that's over. Now I'm just like, a few reviews, I'm a bit merry. I'm like, blah, 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 rubbish. You just get used. I mean, doing this for like 2.5 hours on my own, it's like, you'd never got me doing this 5 years ago. It wouldn't happen. So in that regard, it's kind of it's helped my confidence a little bit. But then there's certain other things. This is, I mean, I'm in a safe, not safe, but do you know what I mean? I'm in a place I'm comfortable in. I do the reviews here or in the garden generally. A few beers at home, yabbering away, doing a few reviews, doing this now. Comfortable, you know? Even to the point where I've had a few beers and doing them in the bar, I'm okay if it's not too busy. That's the key one. If it gets too busy, I'm out of there, you know? It's one of them deals. Although I was saying that Craft Beer Festival, London Craft Beer Festival, that is pretty damn busy. But then you can get into areas where it's not, you know, you can escape and stuff. People go for food and it thins out a bit. Pardon me. I don't even know what we're talking about. Waffling on. But no, I really appreciate everyone who's watching. There's 6 people now. It's like, I get it. It's getting on the late side. So Davil's still here. Right, yeah. Well, I appreciate him though. I've got a lot of respect for him. He's a really nice guy. I met him a couple of times. He's one of the guys, along with Rob Hopzine, Stuart Pickard, and that I used to watch every single review, every day for years. I thought, I can do this. And it took me about 4 years to, right, I'm going to do it now, to actually get up and do it. 4 years. I was going to start so much longer ago than I did. And then just got to circumstance, made me, right, I'm going to do it now. It's now or never. So I've done it. And for about 2 or 3 months, it was weird. And then it's just become normal. It's one of them deals. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, it's just different personalities. It's not me. I don't really. It'd be an amazing achievement for me if I ever got to 1,000 subs. That would be like, I'm done now. Like, I'm happy with that kind of thing. It's not about. It's more of for me, a self-confidence thing, or a gauge if I'm doing something right or not, and that makes you feel good, which of course it does with everyone, but it ain't for the money or, you know, or things like that. It's just, or the views, or, and I do feel that there's a lot of new reviewers out there as well, which is really good and encouraging. There's 1 or 2 that have started like since lockdown and stuff. It was really, you know, it's really great. The more of, you know, it's fantastic. But I think there's also a few that are just, I think they're possibly in it for the wrong reasons. You know, within that kind of viewership, membership, stroke, subscribership kind of reasons, rather than doing it because they like doing it. I think maybe it's an integrity kind of thing, and I find that a bit of a shame. Because when I first started, it was never about that, and it still isn't now. I've not really changed my stance on that sort of thing. the biggest thing I've got out of this, as I've already said, is friendship and meeting up and having bottle shares, and that's been that's at the top, you know. Been really damn good. But yeah, I'm trying to work out what reference that was to. Oh right, yeah. Well, you're talking about this chat. Yeah. Hope so. Just, you know, it's good, isn't it? Just, I don't think you don't get this interaction as much when you're with a group of 6 people on the StreamYard. This is a little bit more kind of personal, talking to you, that kind of thing, you know. Yeah, I mean, I do like these hangouts and stuff, but sometimes they can go a bit, and there's been some kind of politics. We'll leave it at that, but about what's going on with certain people and stuff, and I don't want to get involved in all that. I try and steer clear, and that kind of thing can creep into chats and stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to be a part of it. I've got enough stuff to be worrying about. What we got here? Yeah, I mean, it's all relative. It's all. I appreciate, you know, what you're saying, but I don't know. There's a lot of us that don't look at it like that. It's just, oh, you know, whatever it is, you know. And I appreciate what I've got already. So it's not about that for me. But appreciate you saying that. Yeah, yeah. I just read the second part of your. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how Reddit works. I haven't got a foggiest. I haven't got a clue. Don't know. But fair play to James. You know, known him for quite a few years now. So, um, live live views are one thing, but the overall views will be a healthy amount, I'm sure. Don't know what you're referring to. I mean, there's a lot of beers I review that I haven't got any kind of like long term longevity to it, if that makes sense. Someone who, if I mean, like something like my highest viewed beer is Fuller's London Pride. It's one of them beers that it's just always there, you know. Um, Things like that. If you're doing beers like that all the time, then you can have a lot more. It'll build up. A lot of the beers I drink are limited releases for a certain period of time at the current time you're drinking them. But then 2 or 3 years later, you know, you can't go out and buy it. So people aren't looking for that. So and I've known that for years. You know, um, you could just review stuff that everyday stuff that people get all of the time, and your channel will go upwards. It's inevitable. You know, it's one of them deals. You know, it's just. I drink what I want to drink and then just review it and put it up. Local stuff, this and that. You know. That's the difference sometimes. Um, as in this stream, we'll catch views offline. Um, Good hair, Jesus. Really? It's a mess. Got a grey patch there. It's an absolute mess. Yeah, it's proper mess. Yeah, I got it done last week. I can tell. Yeah, but so we've got 7 people watching still, which is crazy. I'm probably going to give it another 10 minutes, and then I'll shut it down. Unless someone's just opened another beer, then I'll hang around. That wouldn't be fair. But, unless otherwise, I'll give it till 1 a.m. and then that'll be bloody hell, 2 hours and ridiculous time on my own. I'm more relaxed now though. Before I was like a bit too sober. You know. I'm still sober, but I wasn't even merry. But yeah, 6 people watching. Is anyone still drinking? Hopefully, no one's just cracked a new beer. So yeah, anyone else on Untapped, feel free to follow. It'd be good. And eventually, when all this is over, I think we're going to have a get together. Don't know if it'll be Cardiff, but I don't know if I'll be doing that. I think a lot of the beer tubers are. I mean, that's probably a bottle share, but we'll probably at some point, probably next year, get together and go somewhere in the UK and do a load of bars and stuff. And we'll put it all out there, and if anyone wants to join, that'd be cool. Whether it's just my viewers from this channel or others, and just all together, be pretty damn good to meet some viewers as well, you know, and have a chat and have a beer, you know, because we all like the same thing, so that's the main thing, isn't it? When it's safe, of course. So we've got 3 more comments there just crept in. Oh wow, cool. Yeah, I had it before, but I haven't done a review sort of thing. Yeah, decent beer. Track are good, aren't they? They're pretty awesome. We don't get loads down here. It's more, even cans and stuff, very sparse. We get. I mean, you can go online and order stuff, but getting back to that earlier, I've been just keeping local bars going, and just whatever they get, I'll get, kind of thing. So, but it's a great beer. Like you say, it's proper easy drinking, isn't it? So, yeah, no worries. I didn't want to kind of leave anyone in the lurch with like, oh, I've just cracked this beer open, kind of thing. Like, yeah, oh hey, you know, that wouldn't be fair. But so yeah, I'm probably going to give it 10 minutes or 9 minutes now. We'll call it at 1 o'clock. I think that'd be a round number to clear off on. So, plus, I've only got that left. So 9 minutes for that is not a lot, is it? Really, that's the problem. You know, it's like last orders. Yeah, I'll have one of them, and one of that. So down now. That's it, really. Just a ridiculously long live stream on my own. 2 and a bit hours of waffle. So what is different then? So is this more fruity? I think someone said earlier, the V2. I'm not going to open it, I don't think. No, in fairness, I probably will open this, but I'm gonna call it at 1 o'clock. I think that's fair. I don't want it to be a stupidly long sort of thing, although it's fairly long already. Waffle and blueberry breakfast stout. Seeing as you enjoyed the first round so much, how about seconds? Presenting Breakfast Club 2.0, remixed to a bigger, thicker, and fruitier than ever. Hold on to your belt buckles. This one's proper feast. A proper feast. This used to be a collaboration, I'm sure of it as well. Was it Yeasty Boys, wasn't it? I think Yeasty Boys was the collaboration. And they've gone it alone with a V2, which is a bit weird. I don't know what all that's about. So, water, malted barley, oats, blueberry, blackberry, lactose, hops, and yeast. Pale malt, oats, chocolate malt, dark crystal, and roasted barley. Canned on day. Just a batch number. Mark says a lot more jammy. Yeah, that's kind of what they said. I don't know why they dropped the collaboration part, which is a bit weird, isn't it? I don't know what happened there. Hebden Bridge location. So, but yeah, this is batch number 539. Best before 23rd of June of 2021. Oh, shelf life went in that style of beer. It's all right, I guess. What's the ABV? I can't remember. 6.9. It's fair. Not bad for £3, though, is it? So 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to bar, please. Oh. And there we go. There's 8 people watching now. It's funny, isn't it? Right, I'm going now. And then everyone starts watching. Put that up there. Just sort of rearrange all these cans everywhere. So a recap of what I've had then. Sputnik from North Brewing. One of their core range beers, which is not bad. Rascallion, I'm butchering it up because I've had a beer. I did look up how to pronounce it. So that's another one from Morrison's. Reviewed it. So that'll be coming up. One of Northern Monk's core beers, New World. I do love the new can design and stuff. Look at them trees. Beautiful, isn't it? And you've got the old eagle there. Yeah, my kind of place. No people. Plenty of social distancing. And then the duration totals all the way down, which was the beer of the 3 for sure. Very good. So we got representatives from, well, only 2 actually, West Yorkshire, Leeds, West Yorkshire, and Norfolk, Westacre and Norfolk. So, what we've got here? Long shelf life. Which beer are you talking about? The supermarket beers are going to have a longer shelf life because, do you know what I mean? So the duration is the 15th of December. And the 3 supermarket beers, I would assume, are longer. They're not actually. So they're probably older. That's what I reckon. Which would make sense. Not spoiling the review, but it would make sense. So this one is November. It's a bit smudged. The 3rd of November. That one. This one is the 6th of November. So they're old. I would assume they're old because that's just like. And then the Sputnik, it's actually got a packaged on date, so 21st of May. So, which makes sense. This was the best of the 3 supermarket beers, and this one is the best before the 21st of February. So, it's making sense already. I don't know how old these other two are. But obviously, this one obviously not a supermarket beer. It's the same shelf life as them, and this has just come out. It's literally been out a couple of weeks, so that gives you an idea. But it does relate to the flavours and stuff as well. So it's 1 minute to 1. So we'll go ahead and call it a day. It's Saturday. It's Saturday now. Yeah, well, I hope so. I mean, it's kind of tricky on your own, isn't it? Sometimes it's like I said, going back to the old confidence thing. You got nowhere to go, but I got to the point where I was feeling okay after a few beers. So perhaps I should do it more often. Let me know in the comments down below. That'd be cool. The trouble is with my situation and stuff, it will be later starting. It's just a little bit more convenient for me. You know, it's not going to be starting anything like 7 o'clock, but I could see me starting perhaps 10:30, 10, 11 o'clock, and then doing like a couple of hours. I'm quite happy with that. So just let us know if you want this more, and I'll do it. So cheers, Mark. Nice one, Jagman. There's a load of others that I can't remember, but you'll know who commented and stuff. So I really do appreciate it. Thanks for watching this waffle, and I'll see you on the next one. I might give you a bit of notice next time, right? But then I do like to just like let's just do it and see who's around. But anyway, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. All your support and stuff. Comments, awesome. I'll see you on the next review. Cheers. Got to end this now. Got to press 2 buttons. Okay. Last one. Cheers. Keep safe.